next, the 76ers taking on the Heat. For the 76ers, winning 7 of their last 10. And they aren't done. Fueled up and ready to charge forward toward another win here in this one. Heat, Sixers, coming right up. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Now, always fun to be here for a Christmas broadcast. There is a certain magic, isn't there, Greg, to these games?
Kevin, it's always special to play on a holiday. It just changes the energy entirely. The crowd, the mood of your fellow players, it's just all better.
Look at the 76ers starting group. We got Harden. Reed out there with Bamba. Then there's Harris. And it's Maxey in at the 2 guard. And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
A nice shot by Rodriguez. NMP getting to 2,000 points at a record pace.
And besting Zion Williamson, the fastest to do it in 40 years. The future of MP is bright.
And here's Maxey after the three-pointer from Rodriguez. Maxey, no good. And Greg, while the Sixers have been effective time and again, they've been unable to get past the conference semifinal.
Where they bowed out in 5 of the last 6 years. But you go back, they haven't made it any further since Allen Iverson led them to the finals back in 2001.
And here are the 76ers now, following the 3 from Rodriguez.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Rodriguez. And again, Miami with the triple.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Harden surveying the D. Takes it inside.
And on the drive, Harden just so tricky to guard. No one wants to risk handing him a foul.
Love with the screen on Harden. Here's Rodriguez, and the Heat, another 3.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
Harden outside. Feeds to Harris. Outside, Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Harden. The Heat have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Takes the 3. And Rodriguez, the bucket, the assist by Butler. And that's 18 points for Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Harden the pass to Harris. Maxey with it. He's covered by Hero. Outside, Maxey. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Rodriguez. And the Heat, another 3.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence, the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And here's Reed. After the three-pointer from Rodriguez. It's tipped.
And watch how Hero uses a burst of speed to get ahead of the shot, managing to swat that away. Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Caleb Martin. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break adds to your total in a hurry.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra is on the floor. Martin is out there with Thomas Bryant. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Rodriguez in at the point.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now, here's Melton. We saw him with 10 points last game. Harrell finds Melton. And the rebound goes to Martin.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
A nice shot by Rodriguez.
Guys, he's done a one-man air raid, coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some. Some have argued for changing the charge rule. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. It seems less extreme.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. All reads checked in for Harrell. Harris comes in for Melton. And it's James Harden in for Patrick Beverley.
Well, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Atlanta had a huge game. He had an impressive number of points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
All the way up. The beard. Well, those were two loud points.
And a lot of speculation, GA, of what would happen with Harden. As of now, he remains a Sixer.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a new landing place for him. Many thought the Clippers would go after Harden, but for the time being, he's going for another round with Philly.
Rodriguez outside. Jacks up a three. And another one falls.
Yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the fourth most 40-point games in a single season.
Now we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. Maxey kicks to Harden. With the shot. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Ambas checked in. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Mr. Clutch.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Rodriguez has got 45 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And here's Harden for 3. Miami grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the Heat, another 3.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Now Maxey coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Bamba, a screen on Richardson. Here's Maxey. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tried...
Good, he hits again.
And on any given night, he's still capable of putting up the kind of numbers that most guys don't even think about.
He's officially moved into 4th place all alone on the list of most 50-point games in NBA history.
Next up is Kobe. If there's one guy capable of reaching it, it's this fella right here.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Poked away. Can't complete the alley-oop.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
The other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end. They can't find a way to get the embers going.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the...
Zero intensity on D. They're letting shooters get whatever they want. That's why this team is getting whipped.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. When you don't put out the effort defensively, you're likely to get embarrassed.
All right, now I think we should check out the Rookie of the Year race.
I love what I'm seeing from Holmgren. He has sort of an effortless way of taking over. The game just comes naturally to him.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition. Christmas Day basketball here on 2K Sports. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Harden out there with Maxey. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Reed. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Inside, Reed. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Reed's got the first basket of the third quarter for the 76ers. Love with the screen on Harden. This one for 3. A nice shot by Rodriguez.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The NBA, of course, is so loaded it's not easy to come out on top. Joel Embiid said, for us to be able to win, we need to try to be perfect. I need to play at the highest level possible. Our shooters and defense have to do their job. It's tough, but it's fun. I guess you have to enjoy the journey as well, Kevin.
Yep, the journey, right, David, is the reward. That's for sure. Dave, thanks. Harden the pass to Bamba. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
A nice shot by Rodriguez.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Reed, a screen on Butler. Harris against Butler. Harris kicks to Harden. To halt the run. The rebound by Kevin Love.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Another bucket. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That is his first foul of the game. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court. And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Miami.
From deep, three ball falls through, another from Rodriguez. Rodriguez has got 15 points in just the second half. Pass to Bamba. They double him with Adebayo. Here's Maxey, and it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking.
So Beverly will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Bryant. Martin is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Rodriguez. And it's Richardson in at the shooting guard. And good! There's another.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Harrell setting the pick for Melton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brent, aren't even you amazed at the size of coaching staffs and all the support people these individual teams have now?
Yeah, some of the teams really go way out there with regards to almost a 1-to-1 ratio, Kevin, between player and coach. I just wonder sometimes if there's ideas that get shared, if they get convoluted with that many people. But if you're a player, man, the resources are there.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Robinson against Melton. To the paint. Here's Tucker, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
P.J. Tucker, just one of those guys at his size that always looms larger on the floor. He is comfortable on the inside and finishing.
Connects again from distance.
Another three for him. I'm not sure I've ever seen better three-point shooting than what we're witnessing here tonight.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
The shot by Rodriguez, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Basket counts.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. From the arc, and again for 3.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Tucker is screen. Melton kicks it to Tucker. Off target from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score.
And again for 3.
Splashes home another 3, and he moves into second place all time with that make 4 games.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him. And good, he hits it again.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. 3rd on the list, well in sight. Harrell, a screen on Richardson. Harrell with it. He's picked up by Bryant.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Miami.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. Connects again from distance.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. perilous screen on Robinson. Melton passes to Harrell. And he banks in the layup.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then...
Good, that's another bucket.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Tucker just reading the defense, finding the space, and then knocking down a jumper.
Rodriguez against Beverly. And again for three.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And that's an intentional foul.
Third personal foul.
Free throw good from Harden.
Team foul.
And how many times have we seen Harden at the free throw line in his career? I mean, the man lives to put pressure on the defense.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're ahead by 46. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And a surprising timeout here with the game in the bag.
Sometimes you want to have these teachable moments on the floor and not in the next day's film session, so coach electing to do that here.
Here's Rodriguez. Yeah, another bucket.
Kevin, I just believe he set a